My name is Rose Lindgren, and I am queer. When I came out to my dad, it was very scary to me. It was something that I had been thinking about for a long time. I told him in the morning on the day he dropped me off for college, my senior year of college. He didn't say anything. And then we went to the grotto. There's a prayer place on the campus. At the end of our time there, he hugged me and he said, "I love you." And I knew that it would take him some time still to process it, but I knew in that physical affection and the words that he loved me. I was a Peace Corps volunteer in West Africa. And one time after going home to visit some friends, I came back into West Africa through the airport in Accra, Ghana. And right as you get off the plane in customs, there's a big poster on the wall that says, "Perverts are unwelcome. Homosexuals, pedophiles, unwelcome. Get back on the plane." I burst into tears. It was so scary to be faced with that kind of language. Especially Ghana, to me, was a much more progressive country than the country that I was living in Togo. To have that blatant hatred facing me down, telling me to leave, was really scary. I chose to stay in the closet to anyone in West Africa, the Togolese people, the Ghanaian people. But I started working with other Peace Corps volunteers, people who identified as LGBTQ, and also our friends, people who consider themselves allies, because we needed to find a way to support each other to get through the fear and frustration in West Africa. And so we started a support group where we met. We thought of ideas for training our Peace Corps counterparts in the country on LGBT issues without identifying ourselves as having that identity. We just really wanted the opportunity to introduce terminology and start a conversation around it. It made a small difference to a small number of people, but it brought us together as a community. I worked at a place called LGBT Youth Scotland. I worked with a youth group there, and we were looking for a way to get students to be able to come together and have fun, and they came up with an idea for a very gaily ceilidh. Now, ceilidh, if you don't know what it is a Scottish folk dancing. And so we got everyone together, we decorated a gym with rainbow flyers, and we invited everyone in the local area who identified as LGBTQ or as an ally to come out and just dance. And just thinking about the energy and the courage of these young people to put together this idea, and the courage of the young people who came for the first time, it's so inspiring to me. Take care of yourselves. Find what feeds you, what gives you strength. See a therapist, find a support group, eat chocolate, call a suicide hotline if you need it. It's really important. You are too important and amazing and beautiful. We need you here. Once you've taken care of yourself, then look for ways that you can get involved. You do not have to change the world. You just need to make sure that you are part of it. And every single person that you impact, each person that you talk to, that makes a big difference. You don't need to set inaccessible goals. Find the small ones. Look for people who are willing to work with you and help you. Look for people who will call out others for bullying. You don't always have to be the one who takes that on. So I am a cisgendered white woman from a suburban background, and I think the people who need to get the most of our support are people of color, are people who are trans, and they need to hear that I'm going to speak up for them. They need to hear that it's okay to ask for help, and it's good to look for allies. And they need to hear that I will not stand by and let laws change and let rights be taken away without putting up a fight.